Yes. I swear to God, I will look tonight. But I swear to all that is holy, I sent you all our like multiple, like very specific ones. Hey, I'll check it out, I'm sure. I'll get it to you this, and like they should be labeled like basically for Instagram, for that specific. Yeah, I'll make sure to get it. Yeah, I mean, I could. I'll double check tonight. I'll double check tonight or this week. Nothing. Zilch. Zero. Staying put, not doing anything. Trying to be as understimulated as possible. It's 100% what I want. I don't want anyone to need me. I don't want to have to fix anything. I would like that. That is what I was. And if I'm honest, I'm still feeling sweet. So Monday, Tuesday. So I'm still like, I definitely got back in action, unfortunately. So I'm still like I'm just like I'm like beat. Hey! Oh, good to see you. Good to get in there. Oh. 5 minutes. But I know. Yes. I'm well. I'm personally well aware. No, clearly you should be aware. Oh, I mean, here's the. I mean, I was not sure that. Yeah. Very much. Should this be? I can do a lot of things. And again, like I said, probably. All right, good evening, everybody. Let's stand up. Terry's going to be here in a little bit, but I'm going to warm us up. Stretch up. Oh, in the sky. Stretch that way. Oh, stretch this way. Oh, bring your arms down. All right. How many of us can lip trail? So everyone's go. Good. If you can't do that, some people can't do that. You can, at the same time while we're doing that, you can roll your R's. So, and if you can't do that, you can do it on a V. So it's either go or pick one. Ready? Go. Semi-occluded exercises. You can say I did some semi-occluded exercises. All right, please say, Who's saying the word sauce? Very nice. Remember, we're doing this exercise. The vowel is going to remain unchanged, even as we descend. So it's not and strong fifth, please. Nice. Sing that on Wow, that's really nice. We take it on the half step. Same thing. Ready? And. Great. I want you to sing that one again, and then when I cue you, I want you to take it down a half step again. Ready? Go. Down a half step. Down another half step. Up a half step. Keep going. Soprano and tenor down a half step. Soprano and tenor back up. Good. Bass and alto down a half step. Back up. Soprano and tenor up a half step. Bass and alto down. Ready, go. And everyone resolve. Ready, go. Really, really love it. All right, fabulous. Take a seat. Pick up Zadok the priest. Terry will be here in a little bit to help us. Help us out with Mozart a bit. Let's start with Zadok this bit, shall we? This has been absolutely churning along. I wonder though, let's begin at page 7, please. Page 7, let's get at the God Save the King section. We'll have time to go back and do everything else. Oh, here we go. Right on, God Save the King. 1, 2, and ready and sing. God save the King. God save the King. God save the King. Stop. Very good. Terry's here. Yay! All right, next, let's start at the top. Right at the beginning, everybody. Let's just do 2 measures before they come in. So, folks, this will be 2 measures before you come in at the very top. Now we're at the beginning.
2 measures before it.
2 measures before you come in at the Zadok the priest, the big opening part. All right. 3 and 4. Eyes up. Energy. Sorry, 1, 2. This section, please. Go back to "And All the People Rejoiced." I'm going to be going off measures, folks, because I'm in my score. So this is measure 31, right at the very beginning of that section. I just wish that the cutoffs, again, you're doing them generally on time, but they are not an entity in of themselves. And here's what I mean by that. It's not "and all the people rejoiced," right? You're sort of bleeding into beat 2. It should just be separate from it. People rejoice. I mean, make it its own way. And then really just sort of land on beat 2. Don't bleed the cutoff into beat 2. Make it really, really, just really crisp. All right, right on, please. Thank you. And 1, 2. Yes. Yes. Wow, absolutely amazing work on that. I mean, really, it just so much locked in that run through. I'm really, really impressed. Maybe because we did it at the beginning and not at the end too. Who knows? Anyway, let's go back. Here's what story I want to look at. I actually want to start at. It's on page 10. It should be measure 87. It's actually right after the sopranos end their little moment there. And may the king live, 87. And why I want to make this pop a little more. Sopranos when you come in on your May the King Live, that next measure, it has to pop. I feel like you're just always low. I think it's because you're exhausted from before. But you got to get back. You got it. The game's not over there, right? That's part one. Part two is also bass and soprano. While the altos and tenors have their sort of little roulade moment there with all their 16th notes, you just need to be locked in. And I feel at sopranos, sopranos and bass, we just get a smidge behind the beat, and that doesn't help altos and tenors. All right, let's start there. May the King Live, right on. Thank you. 3 and 4. Yeah. So that's good. That's what I'm talking about, soprano. So it's May the King Live. You're up. May, and you just pop, right? Boom. I just feel like you kind of smooth, you sort of slide your way in there, and you have to pop into there. All right, same place, one more time. 3 and 4. That's awesome. Good, and stop there. Very good. So we come in on, we turn the page, right? We have that horrible page turn, right? Bum, 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 dee, dum, ba, da, dum. Can you really tell the audience that we have a cadence there? Da, dee, da, 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 right? Dum, da, dee, dum, right? We're in kind of a new harmonic land. Can you make it just, right now I feel like we're just going through the motion. We're not highlighting that. All right, one more time, all the way back to May the King Live. That's 87 there. May the King Live. Back, put that all together. Sopranos, bass is much better. 3 and 4. 3 and 4 and. Go! Alto! Oh, yeah, alto. Go! Now go! Here we go, basses! Really, really good. Mozart. Yeah, Kristen, yeah. What's wrong with them? You're so hard on yourself, soprano. Yeah, I guess that's not it. All right. So, soprani, sing for me. Measure 99 and 8 octaves before we move on. Everybody measure 99. Sing for it, sopranos. Just sopranos. Here you go, sopranos. Sing it. 3 and 4 and 1. That didn't sound so bad. Can everyone now sing 99, please? 99. Everybody. 3 and 4 and 1 and. Yeah, hit save. That was awesome. Thank you. All right, Mozart, please. And can we go to the credo, please? Credo. Very good work. Anyone got a page number for Credo? 20. Thank you. All right. Entrance. Listen. So when we get here in the piece, glory's already happened. You've given a lot of energy there. I find the energy of the glory in this piece to be really buoyant and joyful and celebratory, right? And that's definitely what the Gloria text is sort of all about. The credo is different, right? The credo is, we talked about last week, it's direct, it is accented, it is workmanlike. It's right? It's like, okay, you've celebrated, you've mourned, you've sort of thought about things with the Kyrie and Gloria, and now here's the work of the world, right? So that is what we want to think about in this. So again, I want you to prioritize rhythm over pitch. So as you are reading and you're still learning and locking these things in, can you prioritize the rhythm? If a pitch is a little flubbed, that's okay, but don't get behind and don't miss an entrance. All right, that's your goal. Prioritize rhythm, and then the pitches, I promise, will come in. All right, let's do it. 1 and 2, 3. De Spiritus Sancto, ex Maria. And And 1, 2, 3, 4, and go! Go! Throw it away! And go! Last run! Very good work, everybody. Getting through the whole thing. No stops. All right, let's start at the beginning. Very good. All right, let's chip away at some things. So, I think you're feeling this, and I feel this. The hardest thing about this movement are all the transitions, right? And that's what we falter. Once we get into a section, we start cooking. But it's getting into a section that is just throwing us for a loop. And so there's two things that are going to fix that. One, we're going to rehearse it. But two is, again, I keep saying this, but I mean it. You need to come up with your own language for how you mark this so you know what's coming up, so that you prepare yourself for that entrance. You know what you do well, you know what you don't do well. All right, can we start at, this is all the way back at measure 16. Anyone got a page? Just so you get a page? 21. Thank you, 21. So, this is two before you come in. Folks, in general, every time we do this forte piano thing, it's dragging. Right? Every single time we do it, it drags. And it drags because, again, your softs are too slow, right? Every choir you've ever been in, every director you've ever said has said, soft doesn't equal slow. Well, they were all right, all right? So can we just apply that right now? Right now, let's apply that. All right, 16. This is two before you come. 3. And 3, and 4, and stop. Very good. That was was 80% better, but I think we can get 100% better. And here's what the next thing is. So you're doing a beautiful job of decaying off of the forte note, but then you don't get to the first piano note. Do, Jesu Christ, da 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 di, bum, bum, right? Do, the inside of you has to be like a little hamster on a wheel. All right? 16 one more time. But before we do it, the next thing we're going to work on is getting into this next section, which I think also is hard for us. Tenors and basses especially. I know you're underbalanced. I get it's tricky in general, but there's no reason you can't have those starting notes, right? You end on them, and you end on them quite well. You see that, right? So at 23, at measure 23, right? You end on G sharp, you end on E. Boom, dun, 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 da da dee da dee da dee. Right? It has to cook right from that beginning. It just always feels like we're just catching up, and it needs to attack. All right, let's 16. Let's put this whole thing together. 16. 3 and 4. 2, eyes up, and. Tack, 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 tack. And. Yes! Yes! Stop there. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. Thank you. You fixed all that. Please don't forget that. All right. All right. Next section I want to work on. It was sort of silly for me to stop there. All right. Let's go to the pace. Measure 36. Measure 36 now. We should have just kept going. All right. This part is good. Here's where we get into trouble. Look ahead with me because I think you can fix it just by me telling you. At 41, I feel like we just aren't sure what's going on musically. I feel like we're all singing notes. Yeah. And I don't mean that, and I actually don't mean that in a you don't know what you're doing way. I mean that like we need to be clear. So let's just talk through it. At 41 is when stuff really starts to go off the handle. Really pick up the 41, 40 to 41, right? The tenors have this off the beat suspension chain thing, right? Right, tenors? You're off the beat always. You have this sort of descending line. Basses, you have these ba be ba da 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 dee da da, right? And then sopranos and altos, you're in a little duet until the altos at 43 do something funky, right? And sopranos, you don't listen to them. You just keep chugging up that little scale there. But altos, you do your little funky thing, all right? So I think we can we just try to make that music happen? If we have to take it apart more, we will. 36, right on 36, please. Jenny tune, please. Jenny tune. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Go! Yeah, sopranos. It's just steps. Right? Don't overcomplicate it. All right. I want to do that all again. That was like 1,000,000% better, but let's do it again. 36, 36, 36. Jenny 2. That was 1,000,000% better. Let's make it 1,001%. 3 and 4. Go! Tenors! Bass! Everyone! Sopranos with me. Yes. And stop. Very, very good. 65, crucifixes. Measure 65, right on the crucifixes, everybody. Now, two things here. Listen, I love that Terry is playing those violin obligatos there and giving us a taste for what that's like, because that's what's happening here. And actually, if you look at the full score, it's really organ and bass sort of giving you downbeats. And really, everything else is just meant to confuse you. And when I say that is, and by confuse, I mean create amazing musical texture and color, which is what it does. It's so beautiful. This is such a beautiful section. The oboes have their own little neat thing too. But listen, what it means is you need to own your ensemble together, and you need to own your rhythm, right? And I know it's a treacherous spot, but you got to feel those 8-note pulses, and then on pa, su, right? And more importantly, when we get to the big crescendo moment in the 71, es, se, pu, tu, new tempo, right? We just have to be up and looking, and you're going to be distracted because there's going to be so much going on, right? And I'll be honest, I don't think I can pay too much attention to you here in the real thing. All right, 65, right on crucifixes, please. Right on crucifixes. Measure 65. Remember, this is forte. This is crucifixion. 3 and 4 and 1. My bad. Sorry. Good. So not Pilar, question mark? To, but confidently, Pilar, to, right? Right into it. One more time at crucifixes. One more time at crucifixes, please. Right on it. 3 and 4 and 1. That's it. Even softer. And 1, 2, up. To rhythm. Stop there. Very good. So, same thing as before. Pick up to 83, please. Pick up to 83. Et iterum. So this is a big moment. Suddenly we're unison, right? More unison. Then we're back to that thing we did before, right? So this just has to be bigger. It has to just have more directness. we're talking about that he will come again in glory, right? Kind of a big deal part of the whole credo thing, right? A big part of the promise is that he comes back. And that's what this section's all about, okay? All right, let's start right on it. Actually, give us the full measure before they come in. So actually, folks, we'll start on 82, right on 82. You don't have to finish Therese, but let's just take a full measure. 82, everybody. This is 3.5 minutes before you come in. 4, 3, whatever. 3, 4, and. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 2. You're slowing down. Stop it. Very good. I'm just going to be picky. I'm going to be picky because you're great. Look, sopranos. Actually, everybody, look at measure 89. You got a forte right on V of vivos. And it's low in everyone's range, but I don't care. Vivos, life, living, vivos. So it has to, sopranos especially, right, since you've been piano the longest, that G sharp has to be very forte. Yeah. Vivos et mortuos. Go one more time at 82, getting into 83. Very good job, everybody. 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and. Yes. Go. Stop there. Very good. Moving on. Skippy, skippy, skip. All the way to 114. Measure 114. Et unam, where you come back in. Et unam sanctam. All right, now we've worked on this. Right? And you need to write a note to yourself here that says you're almost there. All right? And he just really, he gets wacky with the way he sets the text and the way he does things. So you really got to listen. Altos, 128. Just look at it. You know what I mean? All right, you got this. I believe in you, Altos. All right. All right, right on 114. Et unam. Here we go. Sorry, 114. Here we go, folks. Energy. Marked. 3 and 4 and. Hey! Sopranos, go! Stop there. Very good. Very good. Sopranos. I actually think you just need to tell yourself. I think at 118, you really can't breathe. Right? You're taking a whole Shana before you come in on Confiteor. And I think you just have to go, Ecclesiam confit. I think you just have to go right on and catch a breath elsewhere. But you can't be late there or you don't stand a chance. 114. You just go, you'll get so behind. 114. Everybody, come on, you got this. 3 and 4 and hey. 1. Come on, Pink. Hey, go. Great job. You get it. Can we, before you get to that special alto moment, and that's not your fault, that's Mozart's. I don't know, that's the weirdest setting ever. All right, everybody, speak for me, pick up to 123. Now, where you're getting caught up is you're thinking, resurrexi, resurrexi. Say that, go. Resurrexi. Yeah, see how fun and crisp that is? Do that. All right, here we go. Started et expecto. Speaking though. 1 and 2. Et expecto. Good stuff, good. Speaking of helps, altos. So, altos, what's going to help you is Tom is on a big beat, is on beat 3. Et vi Tom Venturi said. That's what's getting you. Now, can we speak again at 120, pick up to 123, but can we do it with all the dynamics? All right, so now, at 125, 126, 127, ATB, alto tenor basses. As you're on those descending lines, those are real forte pianos. Get it? Boom, 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 right? And basses, I know it gets ugly down there, but you can have ugly low Gs, whatever you got. Yeah, but just give us something there. I think that we want that. All right, ed expecto. Speaking again, and then we'll put it on pitch. And 1 and 2. Ed expecto. Yeah, but see, listen, even in your speaking, you start to slow down. Et expecto. Right? Think of it not as soft as in mouse. Think of it soft as in secret or really good gossip, whatever you want to think. All right, here we go. And 1 and 2. Et expecto. Good. Now, cool, good, very nice. Now can we put that on pitch? Yeah, on the pitch. This is beat 3. There we go. Et expecto. And 1 and go. Before we go to the end, I want to fix 1 or 2 more things. Guys, you were just cooking. While I'm working my way back, 134 sopranos, you've got to be with me in time. Your amen is just a quarter of a beat late, and it's going to make all the difference. The notes are right, the energy's right, everything is beautiful. It's just a hair late, and when we're playing with strings, it just can't be that way. You've got to be with me. The next thing is, I think you spoke 123, 124, 125, 26, 27 better than you sang it. And what I mean by that is you just lost it. You got into your singer land and you were like, ooh, right? No, it communicate text. That's our job, right? It means you have to explore places in your own voice and musicianship. It means you got to lean on the people around you because your voice might not be able to do things that this requires at a given moment, but your voice can do something that someone else's can't. That's the beauty of being in a choir. So can we just think about making sure that we're locked into the musical idea first and foremost all the time? All right, here we go. Et expecto. You're doing great, everybody. This is all the way back to 122, 123. Et expecto. Come on. Forte then piano. Music. 1 and go. Christopher. Come on. Come. Robbie. Everyone really good. Turn to the Dona Nobis Pacem. It's in the Agnus Dei. Once, I should have written the thing. Can we, it's measure 71 in the Agnus Dei. Once anyone has a page, holler it out. 49. Measure 71. Dona Nobis Pacem. All right, as you're turning there, listen. So much of what we're going to work on in the next month, really, is just what I just did. It's what are the corners? What are the things that are going to slow us down? I had this weird educational experience in that both where I went to undergrad and when I did grad school, my main teachers, my choir teachers, we did our own concerts and stuff. But both of them were tasked. I got to watch them. They had this crazy job where they regularly prepared choirs that other people got to conduct, right? And it's this kind of niche-y, cool thing I got to watch them do. And it's funny, the thing they always try to get out of us is choirs, as you all know, you've been in this game a while, maybe you haven't, choirs have, in general, like a reputation for certain things they do in a choral orchestral context, right? And sometimes it's looking down, sometimes it's being behind the beat, sometimes it's those pieces, right? And there's other little tiny things, but I really believe that we can prepare ourselves for those, right? So my goal is that when players play with you, or in the case of my teachers, when a famous conductor got in front of them, that they went, wow, this choir doesn't do X, Y, and Z. Now, you're already pretty strong in that way, but that's what I'm hammering at. It's the little things, like knowing what's coming up, right? Not being surprised. Right, it's getting ready for your next entrance before you're there, right? It's checking in, not the whole time, you don't have to memorize, but knowing that there are points in a given movement where you got to be locked in, right? And that is the sign of a choir that knows how to really sing as an ensemble and collaborate with any group of musicians. So that's what we're really going to work on. All right, this movement's newest to us. Before we sing it, can we speak it? 71, everyone's speaking their own parts. 1 and 2 and 3 and go. Little crescendo. More. Forte. Now stop there before we go to the end. Now, go back to 71. This is a victory march. It's do na da di da di da di da da di dum di dum di dum di da 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 dum. Can we speak it that way? We won't do all of that, but speak it starting at 71. But speak it like it's a happy thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and go. Oh, it's altos. I've seen you happy, altos. That was at best apathetic, right? And so sopranos come in, do, do, right? And you come in not with everyone else either. Can you be like, oh, hey, we're not late. This is when we're supposed to come in. All right, can you let us know? All right, here we go. Everyone, again, 71, speaking. 3 and 4. Can everyone go? No, beast, ready, go. No. Yes, so can all your 16th notes be giggles? Can they not be, no, I am singing 16th notes, but they are, no, beast, right? Speaking again at 71, everyone on their own part, and then we'll sing it, I promise. 3 and 4. Play. Da, da, da. Good. Now these pachems here. Look at 79 and 80. These are like, I don't don't want to assume anything of anyone. But there was a period in my life where I was, a child who sat in a church pew, attempting to be out of line of my parents who were in the choir, right? And these are, that is that thing you say to your sibling that you're not supposed to say in church, right? Don't catch us. That's what that is, right? It's not just something soft. I'm singing it soft because it says sing it soft, Max. No, have something magical there. 79, please. Can you speak it that way? 1 and 2 and 79. Not do. Bravo. So that's what it is. Can we try singing it that way? And even though we're still working on pitches, if we learn it this way, we'll sing it that way. 71 will pitches. Thank you, Terry. 71, right where we've been. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Forte still. Crescendo. And softly. More giggle, come on. That's it. And forte. And what? And go. Go. Very good. We'll just take a little slow down. Very, very good. Can we do two things? Let's just do a mark, because I don't think we're going to remember either intuitively. Go to 81 real quick. Make sure that's the first one. Yes. Look at 81. Can everyone just write a crescendo? Just write CRESE or draw the little, alligator, I don't know, whichever you want. And then at 82, on the high note, on nobis for the sopranos, just write a forte. So let's just make that a crescendo into a forte. Let's just do that. Let's just solidify that. And just for your marking purposes, the same idea happens at measure 89. Same idea happens at 89. They'll just send us into this section. All right, go with me to measure 71, please. Measure 71. We're doing something kind of fun. All right, here's what I want. I just want you guys are gonna feel like you're Homer Simpson or something. Everyone's just gonna sing do. We're just gonna sing measure 71. And I just want to hear everyone sing the syllable do and then nothing else. Does that make sense? All right. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. You could just play the downbeat, and then play like the downbeat, and then they'll do the rest. All right. Don't sing anything else. Just do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. So I should hear soprano bass, then alto, then tenor. Yes. So tenor, you're the last one, you're loud. And I want to do this a cappella now. A cappella. So just give C, E, and then throw a G in there somewhere. All right, here we go. Here we go. No, you're just singing Do of Dona Nobis. Just sing the Do of Dona Nobis. All right, here we go. I promise this will make sense someday. Or it's a terrible idea, one or the other. All right, 71 again. Here, just a cappella, please. 1, 2, 3, and. And then I should hear nothing. I should hear, just hold your Do of Dona Nobis. I promise this is going to make sense eventually. One more time. And just stop singing after you sing Do of Dona Nobis. 1, 2, 3, and. Good. There should be anything else, just silence. We're going to do this. One more time. Repeat this. 1, 2, 3, and. Again. 3 and 4. Good. Now can you accent each one a little more D on each? 3 and 4. Oh, I love that tenors. Okay, again, one more time. 3 and 4. Now, Terry's going to play the accompaniment. You're going to sing everything, but I need to hear the entrances. So you're singing everything now, okay, just like normal, but those entrances have to be clear. All right, here we go. Right on 71. Going on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Crescendo! Come in like a wall. Go. Very good, everybody. Really good. Sanctus, please. Sanctus. Fantabulous work, everybody. What did you say? 37. Thank you. 37 for Sanctus. Okay. Took me, kept passing it. All right. So we'll probably take a second here after the credo to sort of like get our bearings. We'll probably get a new C. My hope is that we can sort of do the Kyrie, Gloria credo without too much stopping. So we'll just take a little pause here. Strings have to retune, they will. Otherwise, we'll just go. All right. I'll give you 2 and 3. we're gonna sing this on da da da, and you're gonna pulse the eighth note. So cue me a C, please. Da, so if I'm the tenor, I'm gonna go da 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 da. Now you say, oh, but Max, sometimes I have notes faster than the eighth note. Sing those right? So you can sing those. But I want everyone to pulse eighth notes while you sing da. Okay, here we go. Right on. 2 and 3 and. Good, stop there, good. All right, new idea. Who here has a birthday between January and June? Too many of you. How many of you have a birthday between January and May? Jeez, man, a lot of some do the cry. Actually, that'll do. Okay, if you have a birthday between January and May, you're the ones. You're the ones. If you have a birthday between June and December, you're the twos. All right. So I want us to sing the first 4 measures of this. The ones you're going to go. The ones are going to sing. Okay, ones you'll sing. What's on the page? Twos, you're just going to eighth notes with me. All right, here we go. It's only half of you are singing. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Go on. Shugs, come on. All right, switch roles. That was very helpful. Switch roles. So if you were chewing, you're singing. If you were singing, you're chewing. All right, switch roles. All right? That is very, very interesting. What a fascinating experience. All right, again, what are we learning here? 2, 1, and 2, and T, and. Now everyone's singing, but in you, you are feeling that eighth note the whole time. Because I feel like when we sing these long notes, we just sort of get lost in the ether. Like we are just like lightheaded, right? And you have to remember that there's like something moving forward, and you can't rely on the orchestra to get you there, right? You have to be in charge of your rhythm. All right, everybody, and a big S to kick us off. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh my gosh. Very, very good. Can we just do the last? Actually, no, we can learn that elsewhere. Can we go into the Benedictus, where you all come in? So that's measure 60. When someone gets a page 60 in the Benedictus. 43, thank you. Right on 60, right on 60. The reprise of the Hosanna. Eyes up on this pickup so we lock it in together and it's really crisp. 60. 1, 2. Very nice. Now, everyone look at 93 to the end. Now, one of those choirism things, right? You have to remember that I always think it's helpful. A choir, you have to think of yourself as one unit, right? So even within our choir, we think of ourselves as a section. I think when a choir sings with any orchestral ensemble, especially in a work like this, you need to think of yourselves as being a unit, right? You have to stick together at the sacrifice of maybe you personally being with that violin, right? So what I mean by that is, look at 93. The strings are going to be these, right? And you're listening to them. You're like, oh, that's cool. And Terry's playing them so well tonight, too. You're like, wow, that's cool. If you're admiring, you're not preparing, right? And especially once you see both violins go, if you are staring at them, waiting for them to finish, you're not going to come in on time. And that's what happened on these final in Chelsea's. So we sing it. Actually, let's go back to pick up the 90. Hosanna in Chelsea's. And again, eyes up, in totally in time, not getting lost in the moment. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. Hosanna in Chelsea's, in Chelsea's, in Chelsea's. Very nice. All right, turn to the Kyrie. What I'd love to end with now, do a couple announcements, and I would love to run the Kyrie into the Gloria as one unit. All right, so as just sort of one thing to end our night. Now, see what that feels like. Practice that. Now, a couple quick announcements for the good. So first off, just, Sharon would want me to say just double thanks for all the support you showed to Beverly on the loss of Dave this past week. I know it was super crazy appreciated. And thanks to those of you who we saw at Jane's on Friday. That was also an extremely lovely, extremely meaningful service. And so that was really beautiful as well. So again, thank you all for coming out. A tough couple weeks for this ensemble. Everyone is important, but when you have two people who have been here for nearly 20 years who did so much amazing work for us, those are hits, right? And so we're just going to keep pushing. You've done a great job. And so I just want to thank you for that. I also just want to note too that I hate breaking promises, but I'm so sorry I've not gotten the solo stuff together. So early last week, I got super crazy sick too. So like insult to injury, right? It was just like, so anyway, and I truly never get sick. So I can never tell if I'm really sick or I'm just a big baby, right? I can never, and maybe it's a combination of both. I don't know. But anyway, I got hit by, that thing early on in the week, and unfortunately missed some of Beverly's stuff and all that. And so in the craziest week, did not get the solo stuff figured out, but I have spring break this week. Woo! And so I part of that, and it's joyful for me to sit down and figure out these last details. I've also worked on, the orchestra is basically set. It's been kind of one of the more wild. It's like a weird week for orchestral musicians in Northern Virginia. Like they're all in different places that week. And so it's been tough to string together a group, but I think we have a great group that's playing. But that's almost done. So again, the things are coming into motion. The website's going to get updated. We're making sure we got the art right and making sure we got all this stuff. So again, we are heading towards concert week, and it is super crazy exciting. You sound great. This music is in just absolutely amazing. We're totally in striking distance. But really, the work we do the next couple weeks, in some ways, is what's going to take us to like the next level, right? Again, you guys know I'm not a fan of performances where our metric of success is, oh, we sang all the notes, right? I want us to always go beyond that, and we're there. And so next week we have rehearsal. We don't have rehearsal Easter Sunday, and then we come back and we're basically rolling. But again, next week what I'll probably do is we'll just run the piece, especially the Mozart top to bottom, just to see what that feels like. And soloists, you can take jabs at stuff. And we'll just see what that feels like next week. We'll end with sort of a run through just to say we've done it. And then everything else is matching it. So again, thanks for your patience as we work out these. You can't plan for life, right? And so it's just been a really exciting time. But anything I'm forgetting, Sharon?
No rehearsal Easter.
Yep.
And we have no cards out here if you did not have a chance to write something to Beverly, James Hamlin, or to Amy, our vice president, who lost her father last Saturday. So we have those out here if you'd like to take them.
Yeah. Ferris, you have a question?
I don't know if you, I'll not be here next week.
All right. Thank you. All right. That's helpful for me to know. Thank you. Anything else to good order? I'm not thinking of. All right. Kyrie, please. And stand if you're able. Stand if you want to find a stand. Let's see if we can really performance this. And so, yeah. Eyes up. Have a great week. See you. Thank you. Great work. Bye. Thank you, guys. Whew. The continual parts are coming.